Hey guys, if you want to learn how to improve as a metal rank in Overwatch, then welcome in. My name is Master Panda, and I'm a 40-year-old dad that was introduced to Overwatch in Season 3. I placed into low silver, and over the next 2 years ground my way to Masters on all roles. The goal of my Metal versus Masters videos is to show you real examples of mistakes that Metal players make, just like you. Not only that, we explain how to identify those mistakes and then compare that against Masters level play, so that you can see the difference between the two and hopefully start identifying the mistakes you make and start fixing your own game. Because I believe everyone can rank up, including you. Okay, hey all, we are continuing on with our Metal versus Masters series on Moira. And we are playing in, what is this, a Silver 2 to Gold 4 game. And this is going to be on Havana, which is going to be a difficult map for Moira because of the long ranges. Our team competes that we also got a Pharah, which will make it very hard to heal. So this is going to be probably a difficult game just based on the comp. But again, it's silver, so we're not looking at winning. We're looking at trying to show you the mistakes we can make in metals to kind of illustrate what you should and should not be doing. So it's going to be really easy for us to make mistakes on this game because we're going to have a lot of open area that we have to kind of cover. So it's actually going to be a good game. So here we're just kind of heal bodying our tank. We're trying to keep him up, but look how much danger we are in by being so up front here without any kind of cover. So we're constantly trying to heal our tank. We have to fade out to just save ourselves and save him. Again, we're desperately trying to keep our tank alive, although we do have position over here, but we are very much in the open. Now watch, I'm terribly hurt right now, but I feel like I need to stay out here because again, I'm trying to play heal bot, savior, support, and I died. You know, I do have orb, I probably could fade out here, but this is a very difficult situation here to try to keep the team alive when you don't have much cover as Moira. So just being out in the open when I should be taking better cover, I should be doing more damage so that I could have more heal resource. So those are two big mistakes. Okay, so here I'm just gonna be on heal mode when I really should be doing more damage. Like I should be using purple orbs out here. Okay, I'm gonna throw out yellows even though I should be using purples here because we don't have anybody really in danger of dying right now, right? Especially, I mean, Lucio did ult using beat, but nobody here is in danger, and I should be using purple. Anytime that my team is completely fine, no one's critical, I should be using purple. Right, like that's a perfect time for purples. Again, not playing with the idea of doing damage, I'm playing with the idea of trying to keep my team alive because I have the misguided version of what supports me. I'm gonna call here. Too late, right? It's too late to call. And so my pull ends up not being a lot of value. And I have an orb over there. And I could have taken cover behind the cart. I could have orbed to save myself. But instead I wanted to try to get all the value out of my pull. And I ended up dying as a result. And that's just greeding. And a lot of players greed all the time. Even high level players, it's pretty normal to greed. You get so close to killing somebody, you're like, I'm almost there. And here I'm gonna try to rescue my Lucio. That Kiri just ults for no reason here. And here I do try to save myself. Because again, I'm playing kind of at a gold level, so I know how to save myself here. Now, just looking at stats, you could say, well, I got 3,000 healing, I'm matched up over here, my damage isn't so bad, I'm doing okay. But I'm not doing anything to really carry my team, right? Like, I should be throwing a lot of purple over here. And again, look at my healing. I've got like half my resources down already. And I should be throwing purples, because purples increase the amount of heal resource you have. So when I play at a Masters level, I get enough healing resources from my purple orbs. And I'm gonna look at who's ulting. So I see that guy there. Not paying attention to my team, I'm just trying to keep my tank alive. And now what's gonna happen is that we die. Now the thing is, when we have an Emmerich ulting behind us, is the right move to heal my tank? No, it is to try to either kite it, get out of the way, or help my team take out the Emmerich. So if I'm playing at a normal method, I'm gonna go there and try to help take out the Emmerich because he's ulting in the middle of the sky. He's a very easy to target to take out. He might be pocketed by a support there, which might make it harder. I'd rather die trying to take him out than trying to keep my tank alive. Because keeping my tank alive doesn't serve any purpose. My tank is alive and we get to be the last two people to die. And you can see how just trying to heal the tank over here doesn't work. And this is the problem so many, supports, Metal Marios get, which is that if you think healing the tank will win you the game, I have a surprise for you. It does not. Now, does that mean you shouldn't heal the tank? No, it does not either. There is a fine line. Overwatch is a complicated game. Should you be healing the tank all the time? No. Should you heal him never? No. But you gotta do something in between. But right now, we're playing the incorrect way. We're playing the metal way. So we're gonna do nothing but try to make sure our tank stays alive. Even though our tank arguably is not getting a lot of value. We're ulting into their tank, right? This is the worst thing you can do. And it's bad because I'm not safe during my ult. Like, you need to get value from your ult by being able to not die during it.
This will give us an edge.
Now, I can still say, hey, I'm doing great healing. My damage is kind of in line. But, like I keep saying, our damage needs to be much higher as Moira. It's not acceptable to have damage that's, a fraction of your healing. That's way too much healing for Moira. Watch. That yellow does nothing. We're just trying to anticipate our tank taking damage. So we keep anticipating our tank taking damage and trying to heal him and top him up to 100. For no reason, right? Absolutely no reason. Because we're just worried about him dying so much. And a lot of that is due to the fact that in Metal Ranks you play with a lot of tanks that just feed their brains out. And so you try to heal them like I'm doing here. And the reality is you should be doing damage because if your tank can't take out somebody, then you need to take them out. Because when you can take out, let's say, a soldier, that soldier is doing 200 something damage per second. So over 5 seconds, he's done 1,000 damage. Now, a dead soldier does 0 damage. So you might be able to heal 1,000 points of damage, sure, but then your healing will run out, and your cooldown will run out. And then after that, your tank dies. So if you can take out that source of damage, you don't need to heal anymore. And that's what it really comes down to. It's not that DPS Moira is better. It's that if your teammates are able to reduce the amount of damage, then you want to heal them. But if your teammates are doing anything but reducing their source of damage, then you're better off doing damage. And see, our Hog has not gotten a single good pull that I've seen. Oh, look, who's gonna do an ult over here? So I do fade out over there naturally. I probably, if I'm not paying attention and shooting in Metal Rank, I'd probably get caught by that. But some things are hard to, some instincts are hard to stop. And so the minute I hear Reaper fading in on me and making it very obvious, I just kind of go into autopilot and get out of there. Okay, so now we got 10 seconds left. I should be kind of holding my ult for them to touch cart before I use it, but we're going to ult a little bit early because I just don't understand chasing the Lucio. Right? Chasing the Lucio even though I don't really need to. And I lose track of the cart. Again, I'm back to heal bot mode here. Team's fully up. Heal bot mode here. We should be just doing a lot of damage. And actually, see, look how hard it is for our team to take out people on the cart. And so if we go damage mode, right, we just take out that source of damage.
Switching sides.
Okay, so do you get a stop right in front of point 2? So now we're going to go into true Moira mode. So because this is Havana, I'm going to play a little bit different than I probably would. So I'll explain myself. This is a low gold, high silver game. And if I really truly want to carry, I'm just going to leave the team and go attack the enemy team completely. Now, being that it's Havana, that means I'm going to be very, very split from my team. And what you're going to watch is basically somebody try to carry at a high level and say, hey, this is me carrying the game. But that's not really educational, unfortunately, because that requires a high degree of skill that is going to be probably hard to replicate on a map like this. I've shown that style on different maps where it's a lot easier to fade back to your team, but Havana is a completely different animal and you're going to be there alone by yourself most of the time. So in this mode, I'm going to play closer to a kind of what I would call still, you know, high level Moira, but more team oriented, which means I'm going to fade and damage selectively. I'm still going to be focused very much on damage like here, but it's going to be a lot more about kind of figuring out where I can place my damage, but not sacrificing Moira's great abilities to kind of like keep herself alive. There was a minion here, I thought. Maybe I'm just smoking some sense. See, my hog can heal himself. I'm not that worried. He doesn't need a yellow right here. I'm going to fade out to this side over here. Now my team needs healing, right? My hog did not heal himself because he's get too early. That DPS is trying to kill themselves, so now they do need a yellow. Now we've got a turret over here, so we can't really push. Our DPS doesn't have enough resources to push, so they're gonna die over there. So there's nothing I can do to help him, right? I'm not gonna blow resources to help somebody that can't be saved. And my hog is here taking infinite amounts of damage. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out what kind of pick we can get. Right now our team does need to take out that turret though. Nobody's taking it out, which makes life very difficult because it's just unlimited damage on our team. Now all we have to do is kite this over here. We don't have to be out. I'm gonna fade. We're gonna try culling. That's unfortunate. He does get that. Okay, right? Like, now we gotta fade out. We'll probably fade a little bit early. We're gonna pick up perk over here. Try to keep our team alive. Right? He's critical, so we have to completely dump all healing into him at that point. Our hook. Our hog gets a hook. We're checking on our teammates over here, because we don't ever want to just ignore hard focus. We're gonna look for a bounce. Watch, we hug the side over here so we don't get hit by the shatter. We gotta take out the Lucio, save our Bastion who is trying to die, but we can't. But we end up getting the kill. This Moira can totally die. Oop, we gotta fade out here. The minute we see that Rhino, we had to fade because we know we're about to get whacked by cars, right? Our hog is super hurt here. I think he probably used his healing. Okay, now we don't have to heal him anymore. We don't need to use our piss to heal him because he can just self-regen healing at this point. So we don't use resources we don't have to. This orb is horrible. I'm super hurt. Now I can attract attention over here. I just fade when you throw the fire strike, right? And I'm out. I do more damage. I'm going to look for somebody in the back to pull on. I can't do it with that turret there though.
Surrender to my will.
Save our team. Pull into the enemy team as much as we can. Looking for damage. Looking for damage. So now we can focus on healing our team. Because once we get the pick, that's when we really need to focus on keeping our team alive. See, and this is why doing damage is so much better, because we can stop our team from taking damage if the enemy team is dead. Now we need to do more damage here, because we can hear them coming, right? We're trying to tell our team, is everyone over here? Take out that turret, because that'll do infinite amounts of damage if we're not careful. Our tank is way too far off to be saved, so I'm going to have to try to rescue our Bastion to do a ton of damage in the ult. Our Bastion doesn't want to stay in the ult, even though he can do tons of damage. Now we have got to fade behind our Bastion, right? But he's probably going to die here, even with us dumping everything we can into him. But we don't stand in front of the Bastion at that point. So again, we're using our fade, we're using our abilities to make sure we stay out of trouble. We're looking for our Bastions to... Wait, I'm in a very bad spot here. Because we got that Reaper ahead. I've got pull. Our Reaper just... So we got a minute 30. I'm not going to use pull yet because we've lost... Unless we get a pick, I'm going to try avoiding it. We do get our pick. Okay. So now we're going to call in. Going to help out. We're going to help our back. We're going to have to fade out here. Keep ourselves alive. This Sojourn could totally die. I don't know why he jumped, but that was a bad move. It was a very easy target. Okay, we've got to fade away from this tank ult. Again, we want to target supports because, again, she'll keep doing healing to our team. Unfortunately, we don't get her. Oh boy, that's not good. Gotta fade out. So, we stayed alive as long as we could over there. We have 30 seconds left.
Time again to try again.
And that Ram had a huge, very, very long ult cart over there. Okay, so we're gonna have to get in here. I'm trying to take out that Lucio. We need to take out some kind of... Save our team, save our team. Try to get behind our tank to help him. We don't have enough resources to make that work, which is okay. So, I feel like we play well there. We don't win, but that's okay. We still talk about, you know, our ability usage as best we can. As far as healing and damage, right, we up our damage a lot that game. We go to a much more acceptable level. We have a 1-to-2 ratio. Still pretty low. We'd rather have our damage much higher, but we still out damage like the enemy Moira out here by a considerable amount. Our Kiri dies a lot that game. I'm not saying that she's doing that fed, but it's a hard uphill when your other support has almost half as many, or 50% more death than you. But again, things happen in middle ranks and you can only control yourself. So we don't ever need to play the blame game. We just acknowledge that, hey, that was probably the cause, but we can only improve ourselves. We can't improve other people.